Are you saying Dirty Imperial?
Hey guys, this is Larius from Armada Tactic News. I've got a special tonight for you guys. I'm facing Mikaels from H&N, and we're both playing Imperials, 4 kicks. Tomorrow is our tournament over at Dice Age in Vancouver, Washington, so it'll be interesting. These might be the ships we take tomorrow. So, start my list. 2 Imperial, 2 Star Destroyers. This is my Vader Duet, but this is the original version. Still gunnery teams, XI-7s, and electronic countermeasures with Vader. Same thing on the other Imperial 2. I've got Major Reimer, Dengar, Mauler Mythal, because I think he's a badass. TIE Advance for sacrificing, and a Fire Spray, because they actually are really good. Alright, I'll be back with Mikaels' list in a second. This list comes out to $397. You can find it on our Armada Warlords as the Death Squadron contingent. Alright guys, I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, so I've had a chance to take a look at Mikaels' list, and yeah, we'll see. I have issues, I think. So, he's got an Imperial 2 with Admiral Ozzel. Sorry, the light's reflecting. Wing Commander and boosted comms. And we've got an Imperial 1 with XX9 turbo lasers, Wing Commander, Avenger, expanded hangar bay. And then we've got Dengar, a Jump Master, so 2 intel ships. That's the first I've seen. We've got Reimer. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TIE bombers. So I feel like I'm in trouble now. And we've got 2 TIE Advance. So he has enough to protect those Jump Masters. Alright guys, we'll see what happens, but I think I'm in trouble. His list comes out to $398, so I have initiative, and I think I will tell you what I decide. Alright guys, so we are playing Precision Strike, 400 points. This is against Mikaels again, and I have utter dread in my belly. I actually expect to lose this one, so if you guys hear resignation in my voice after turn 1, I'm losing. But here's the deployment of the obstacles, and Mikaels now placing his first ship. 2 Imperial Star Destroyers versus 2 Imperial Star Destroyers. He has the slight disadvantage though, because one is an Imperial 1, and I've got 2 Imperial Deuces. Alright, I'll let you guys know at the end of turn 1 what happens.
It's a training exercise.
Alright guys, so I'm back at the end of deployment. This is deployment right there. I'm going to do something silly. You'll hear about it at the end of turn 1. But once again, that dread is building, so we'll see what happens. Those bombers scare me. All those bombers. God, that's a lot of bombers.
Michael's a bomber file.
Mikaels is really a bomber file. That's his thing. Alright, we'll see what happens, guys. Have fun. See you at the end of turn 1. Alright guys, end of turn 1, and I did something silly. I slowed down turn 1 from 1 to 0. Mikaels activated both of his ships, got navigate tokens, because like a good Ozzel player, and that Reimer Ball of Death is slowly making its way towards me. My faux Reimer Ball, which I'm highly considering taking out Reimer, is just near the ships, so we'll see what happens. I expect Squadron Command soon. I'll come back to you guys at the end of turn 2. Alright guys, so, end of turn 2, I took navigation tokens, jumped up to speed 3, jumped up to speed 2, kept their tokens so they were using dials, and I made the biggest mistake, and it's going to cost me the Squadron War. Literally, it will cost me all of my squadrons, I can guarantee it now. What happened was my first activation, he activated first, put his 2 Jump Masters right over here. And I got greedy, or I fell prey to the dread in my belly, and I jumped my TIE Advanced in. Now, this is bad for me because my squadron setup is made for them to come to me. So while I was worrying about Reimer and what he was going to do, I wasn't looking at everything else. So because of that, I had to jump out ahead really fast. So we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys at the end of turn 3. I'm pretty sure I lost the war though for squadrons. Alright guys, end of turn 3, and I'm pulling it out of my rear, but so far I was able to take down a TIE Advanced with the help of Dengar and Oh, Dengar was activated. And Mythal. So, oh, and Reimer assisted as well. Dengar had to use his brace earlier thanks to that Star Destroyer, and my Tide Advance died. He actually got 2 hits on both rolls with that Star Destroyer, which is really good. But his anti-squadron after that just utterly failed, which, thank God. So Dengar lived. We'll see what next turn brings. I was able to do 2 points of damage to that Star Destroyer, so we'll see what happens. I still think I'm on Skid Row here. I'm up to speed 1, down to speed 2, down to speed 1. And that's his flagship currently, so we'll see what happens. Alrighty guys, I'll see you back at the end of turn 4. Alright guys, so the end of turn 4 has been chaotic. This Imperial Star Destroyer is there. We couldn't quite fit, and we're actually using the same level of stands. Oh no, he's using a tall, I'm using a small. His, however, is just leaned wrong. So maybe I can still fit in. I'll figure it out later. So, he shot at Dengar a lot. He missed even more. So Dengar's alive with 1 health and still has a scatter. Mythal's down to 1 with a scatter. I killed his Dengar and his TIE Advanced. So I'm actually doing good, but I'm going to lose the Squadron War. I have no doubts about it. He still has his 1 Jump Master, so if I can kill it, my Fire Spray can hold his squadrons down. And that's why I have the Fire Spray in the list, is for this last ditch, you know, hey, kill their intel, now you're engaged. So we'll see what happens. Damage-wise, he took damage munitions, thanks to the 8 dice of, you know, Vader plus an ISD-2 of Doom. I'm going to get hurt in a second, but he doesn't have gunnery team, so it's not too bad. Both my ships are at least in medium range. Yep, at medium range. There we go. I'm moving stuff. Let's not do this. There we go. So yeah, we're going to see what happens. Everything is literally at medium to long range right now, so it's going to be an S show. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, I'll see you at the end of turn 5. Or 11 and 11. Alright guys, so the end of turn 5, and the Squadron War is not progressing the way I thought. As you notice, Mikaels ISD 1 is gone. I got a good roll. I was able to get him down to 7 damage cards with my attack. I haven't touched his flagship, so just like mine, they're both free of damage. So yeah, it's going to hurt me because it's the last turn, so I'm not going to be able to kill it, I don't think. It's possible, but very unlikely. Instead, I focused on shooting down squadrons because they pose the biggest threat in his list. Really, they do. So, I shot down squadrons. As you notice, only Reimer, a bomber, and a bomber is left. So that's a huge, huge decrease of what happened. I only have my Fire Spray, which is smartly... there we go, my Fire Spray. Sorry about that. Which is smartly placed to hit his Reimer, his TIE Bomber right here, and this TIE Bomber, so they can't actually come in and attack me. I have no shields right here and 5 damage cards. So this is going to be tricky to say the least. But yeah, we're going to start turn 6 and see what happens. Reimer did do a hit crit, but I chose to flip the card, which gave me an injured crew, which is now face down again. So I can flip it again per attack.
Why is it face down?
Read its cards. It says it flips itself face down. So injured crew flips back face down, and because you only do it once, and then so the next time I attack, I can possibly flip that injured crew again and get rid of a 2nd defense token every time I attack, because all I have are bombers and ships left. So let's see what happens turn 6. Alright guys, so the dust has settled, and oddly enough, while I still have the disturbed feeling in my stomach, I won. My casualties. Reimer is the only surviving squadron on my side, and he has his Reimer and 2 bomber friends. Yeah, that was intense, I'm not gonna lie. It all hinged down onto Vader's ISD rolling 8 damage. 2 of them were accuracies. I had 3 accuracies, but I needed the 8 damage. So I rolled one of the 3 blue accuracies and got a hit. Perfect. So I hit his brace and his redirect, and bringing him up to 10 cards, and then I rammed him for the finish. Damage cards count. This this Imperial Star Destroyer, yeah, I killed his Imperial, not a ISD. So 1, 5, 8 cards. It was up to 9 earlier. This entire game hinged on the Squadron War, and unfortunately, Mikaels' dice just didn't pan out enough. He did forget his
Navy?
yeah, Mikaels' Navy. His dice didn't pan out enough, and he forgot his swarm roll with Dengar and Jumpmaster, which hurt him. So yeah, in the end, I was able to pull out a victory just because of mistakes on both sides. Thanks again, guys, for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, comment below. I will say before I go, I talked to Mikael about his list, and he agrees. Electronic countermeasures are almost a must, and gunnery teams is almost needed on the ISD2. All right, guys. I'll talk to you again. I'll talk to you guys later on my next episode. Bye, guys.